Welcome back. Taking social justice into the classroom, districts across the state now have the option to make it a part of their curriculum.
The Indiana Department of Education recently released a memorandum giving the okay. News 8's multicultural reporter Katira Winfrey joins us with the details.
Kylie and Phil, the Department of Education is pulling from standards created by the Southern Law Poverty Center. It'll touch on topics surrounding identity, justice, diversity, and action. Child advocates say kids are already learning about these things on social media and the news every day. So it's important to provide some guidance. Social injustice, sexual orientation, and religion are all topics we see play out nearly every day. The world is watching, and that includes students.
When we talk about providing the next generation of leaders and kids a well-rounded quality education, I think it's important that we have the entire picture.
The state superintendent, Dr. Jennifer McCormick, recently released a memorandum recommending Indiana schools incorporate national social justice standards into curriculums.
What if we were able to provide educators some information on how they could begin to infuse those teachings and those standards into the education and still achieve Indiana's academic standards?
The state will be pulling from the Southern Law Poverty Center's Teaching Tolerance 20 standards around identity, justice, diversity, and action. They are based on skills of action and student self-awareness. Students will see topics about culture, citizenship, and advocacy.
I think people become afraid that they shouldn't talk about these issues with children. But I think the worst thing they can do is have no conversation.
Cindy Booth is the CEO of Child Advocates. For years, they've been conducting workshops called Interrupting Racism for Children. She says children's abilities to take information and adapt helps push these kinds of conversations forward.
Studies show that children as young as 4 or 5 understand not only the differences in race, but have experience or know about prejudice and discrimination.
And schools that choose to add these standards into daily learning will still be required to meet Indiana's academic standards. You can take a look at what some of that content could include on our website, wishtv.com. Reporting in the studio, I'm Wish TV News 8's multicultural reporter, Katira Winfrey.